Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Lake Oswego High School for the starting of our 2023 season with the Tualatin Timberwolves taking on the Lake Oswego Lakers. Very excited to be here tonight to kick off the 2023 season in style, as we always do, from Laker Stadium. And we would not be here tonight if it wasn't for the help of all of our sponsors, especially our title sponsor here tonight, True Private Wealth Advisors. True Private Wealth was founded with the belief that independent financial advisors who act as fiduciaries, that's a big word for the first game of the season here, Matt, are uniquely positioned to deliver unbiased and uncompromised advice to their clients. At True Private Wealth Advisors, they have built a wealth of management firm that leverage the advantages of independence to better serve their clients through a fully open architectural solutions platform that's objective and transparent. The True Private Wealth Advisors are a network of independently minded financial advisors with a history of challenging the status quo. They address challenges and find unique solutions where there seem to be none because they want to be able to do what is best for their clients without limitations. True Private Wealth Advisors don't dictate how you work with a client. Instead, they give you the tools to build a business around your client's needs. Take your experience and breathe life into it that comes from true independence and the ability to follow your own principles. And you know what happens after that? Amazing things. Check them out at truepwa.com or call them at 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Wealth Advisors. Well, Matty Ice, I feel like it's been forever and a day since we've been up here, but also feels like yesterday.
It's been a long off season.
Welcome back, sir.
I am beyond excited.
It should be very exciting. This is going to be an interesting year. Very young roster here for the Lakers, as well as Tualatin. I mean, kind of across the state, we got a young crop of new names and faces all season long here. It's going to be interesting. I'm pretty pumped for this season. It should be a lot of drama and a lot of excitement, except for that one team over in Beaverton that kind of loaded. They go in that green and that gold. Yeah, those guys. We're not going to talk about those guys right now. No, but the Three Rivers League, I mean, this is going to be a great opening matchup tonight. Tualatin taking on Lake Oswego. The Tualatin kids coming off of we're going to call it a major upset state championship basketball victory last week. So they're riding pretty high in the Timberwolf dog house on that side. And this is going to be another great matchup between these two squads. Both sides are separated here. I think we are going to get an anthem here tonight, but you never know. It's the first game of the season. Could be a little bit up for grabs. While we're waiting for the folks on the field, we're going to thank none of wonder of our sponsors here this evening, helping bring this game out to everybody. Our good friends down at Grapevine, the Art of Style. They are on 310 North State Street in Suite 112 in Lake Oswego, Oregon. They are the premier retailer bringing comfort style together in one place and making every effort to provide a fashionable, friendly, and fun place to shop with an inventory refreshed almost daily. Check them out at grapevinefashion.com or give them a call at 503-635-6009. Big thanks to Grapevine. This might be my all-time favorite sponsor, even though we don't play favorites, but I kind of do. If your name was Jordan Phillips, what's one thing you'd want to erase from last season and maybe forget the memory of?
Maybe getting hit in the face.
Maybe getting hit in the face and busting the jaw. And
Yeah.
while we can't necessarily – he got the plate taken out, which is awesome. But, had that been something a little more permanent like a tattoo, our friends at the Untattoo Parlor will be able to erase that memory for him. Located in the Gatsby building on the corner of Northwest Hoyt Street and 13th Avenue in the Pearl District downtown, they specialize in professional tattoo removal in the surrounding area because they use cutting-edge technology in that Kutera Enlighten laser, which has been shown to remove unwanted ink in half the time of the older machines and with measurably better clearances. Their goal is to make that experience removing your tattoo as comfortable and easy as possible. You can check them out at theuntattooparlor.com or give them a call at 503-893-0102. Big thanks to Untattoo. I think I can hear the anthem. There we go. Pause for the anthem here real quick. All right, there we go. Best pregame song in the business, national anthem in the books, and we are getting set to get ready here from Lake Oswego High School. Got a bunch of alumni checking in tonight on the old interwebs. I have a Sean Erickson sighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, weighing in on the red jerseys, some new jerseys, new numbers. I guess those just showed up today, so that's pretty exciting. Fresh swag for the lacrosse team here, and I know Ethan Hecht on the East Coast is watching this one. Couple of names that the Laker folks watching at home know very well. Big shoes to fill too.
Big shoes to fill. It is going to be an exciting matchup here tonight. The dogs have been in the kennel for far too long. They're out now. They're hungry, and tonight they're going to eat. So let's see what happens.
Lakers doing one final huddle up before taking the field. We'll see who these starting squads are. Couple of street clothes on both sides, Tualatin and Lake Oswego. A couple guys sick, a couple guys with some, we'll call it preseason nicks and boo-boos. So not full strength on both squads quite yet, but pretty close. Coming out to midfield, we'll get the cross and the shake-up with the goalies here.
I'm going to have to get used to the red.
You know, it's not even quite the bright red of the ALS jerseys from football season either.
Right.
It's a different shade. I'm going to go with spawning salmon.
Something like that.
Something like that?
Yeah.
I like it. It's a good counter to Tualatin and the slate gray. But at least they didn't go with white numbers. For those watching at home that have been with us years past, there's a few jerseys and a few teams. It's like, hey guys, a white jersey with white numbers, really, really hard to figure out who's who. So we got the dark blue numbers with the red contrast, the white helmets. Getting their final instructions from the officials. Nathan Ryerson, the keep for the Timberwolves. And the freshman goalie for Lake Oswego, Tripton. That's a big tall task for a kid coming in. First game out of the season, freshman goalie.
Yeah, I remember the nerves I had my first varsity game, and as a freshman in goal, it's a lot of pressure. So hopefully he steps up to the plate tonight, and we'll get to see what he has.
We have seen a few, I'm going to say, outstanding freshman goalies in the last 15-ish years in Oregon. I mean, there's just something, the guys from Sunset a couple years ago, Clackamas hat, across the street, nice. I mean, man, I'll tell you, there's something about it. Those goalies, you guys are crazy. they just, no fear. I mean, freshman, 14, can't even drive, and he's out here taking, 90-plus mile-an-hour shots from varsity attack and middies. Like, that's pretty tough.
Yeah, big step up from middle school to high school here. So
it's going to be very exciting with this group. And, who's our most senior man on the defense? We got Seth Looney, right?
Seth Looney, yeah.
Filling in the big shoes left by Mr. Hecht. But you got Brooks Olson, who had a great finish to last season, really came on strong towards the end. Elliot Orr, so really strong junior class. And then a bunch of freshmen and sophomores that are just they're playing with house money. I think it's going to be a very exciting season for these guys.
Yeah, good mix of experienced veteran players here on this Lake Oswego team, along with the new guys. So a lot of fresh faces and a lot of experience to go along with it. So should make for an exciting mix. And, yeah, it's going to be a great game.
That it is, and now we finally get to start this one. 12 minutes on the clock, first quarter. Oh, by the way, new scoreboard here at Lake Oswego.
Ooh.
How nice is that to look at?
Very nice.
We don't have to squint. All LED lights. They're getting ready. It's not this year. Word on the street is next year, but they're getting ready for the shot clock era. It's going to change the game. People are very excited about that are in the lacrosse world at the collegiate level. It's going to be awesome for high school.
Personnel issues already for Ella. That's something I'll be watching out for tonight. Making sure subs are nice and crisp, and you got the right men on the field.
Hudson Trippy in for the face-off here. Number 19, the sophomore. And there's the whistle, and we are off and running. And Hudson, he's got it. Lake Oswego wins the first face-off of the season.
Here we go.
Yes, sir. So first possession with a solid touch, and they're going to get a good rotation. And here come the Lakers.
Fundamentals tonight are going to be huge. First game of the season, got to knock off some of that rust. Whichever team can keep it more crisp is going to have a big advantage in terms of the turnover game and just overall possession. So that's going to be something huge here to watch out for tonight.
Nolan Rabb coming in from the box. Gets feed from Macy. Feed on the crease right up front. Good stop by the keep. And transition going the other way now. Little bit of tough sledding with the clear.
Tualatin's going to have to watch that clock. Great defense from LO on the ride there, not allowing Tualatin to get that ball over the 50-yard line and getting the ball back.
Bring up the Project 360 replay here in just a second.
This time of year is always interesting for offense and defense. Not a whole lot on the books yet, so we'll see how both sides come out and how many different plans of attack they have.
Setting up for a run down the alley with a shot on the goal, and that's going to slide right on by. Goal, Lake Oswego, number 6, Calvin Macy.
That had some spice on it. I'll tell you what, that ball came zipping in right past the goalie's ear.
Smoke. All right, quick on the replay here as best we can. The Project 360 replay on that stop from a couple moments ago. Good run on the rotation. Macy directing traffic up top, and Rabb came in strong. Nice little dodge, just gave it. Here's the feed, and there's the stop from the keep. It was just a great little kick. Bring that goal up here in just a second. Off the face-off, Tualatin wins this one. Looking for a touch. Ball on the ground.
Good check from Scotty.
Great check from Scotty. Little broom ball action, and coming up with it is Seth Looney, number 18, heading the other direction now. Back on the attack, Lake Oswego with the feed. Oh, that was right there.
Very close. Now LO's going to have to get back on that ride, see if they can stop Tualatin once again.
Coming near side to Jurisic. Had to deal with Connor Burgess there up on the attack. Burgess, the other guy with some big shoes to fill. Transition defense for Lake Oswego on attack last year was a point of pride for the Lakers. I got to think that's going to stick with this crew as well. Flag down, delay penalty is going to be against Lake Oswego. Ooh. Stiff stop in the middle there. Calvin Macy just setting the tone early. We wait for the call. Here's the replay on that Macy goal, Project 360. Good shot from Calvin. Just found that inside corner and put it away.
And early penalties here on the Lakers. Looks like this is going to be an offside call. That's what I was talking about in terms of the fundamentals of the game. It's always hard to do on the first game of the season, making sure you're crisp, but can't have too many of those tonight.
I think we got time here to sneak one more look at that goal in from Calvin.
Let's do it.
Look at the speed, just closing so fast and a rip, just nowhere. No chance for the goalie on that. Just too quick. And Calvin, I mean, we've talked about this how many years now, but I don't know that there's anybody faster in the state in lacrosse. He flat out can close distance like nobody else.
I can't think of anybody.
He is so fast, and he gets any kind of a seam, and he just exploits it, turns on the jets, and he gone.
Oh, yeah. It's good to see him finishing on those dodges, too, running hard down the alley. When you get a lot of momentum building up like that, sometimes it's hard to make the shot, and looks like Calvin's ready to go.
So 1-0 lead here with 9:25 to go in the first for Lake Oswego, and
looks like there's some confusion out there.
Conference of the Zebras, square everything up.
So we have a penalty on TUALATIN here as well, so it's actually even but man down for both teams.
So it sounds like it was offsides both squads. Calvin going for another, looking for a second, dishes it off underneath, feeding it back around. Lake Oswego taking their time, not in a big hurry. That's good. Jordan Phillips there. Jordan, a little bit off. Maybe he should put that plate back in his jaw. His equilibrium's off there.
Well, it's good to see him being aggressive early, trying to set the tone. Love to see Jordan, the little bro, on the dodges there.
Coming in from the out of bounds, looking right on the crease. Oh, another good feed there. Good movement on the backside from Lake Oswego so far. Lots of trouble for Tualatin. That slide has been late.
It's hard when you're
big shot, number 25. Connor Burgess with a rifle.
And he just painted the corner on that one, too. I mean, top left, no chance for the goalie. Wide open, looked like the breakdown of the Tualatin defense there.
Bring the replay up here from Project 360. Here he is at the top, just Tualatin defense. Miscommunication, man down. It's tough, when you're one man short. A lot more space, a lot more room to work. Definitely benefits the offense if you're even with less guys out there. There's so much more room.
And quick restarts here early in the season once again, just a little bit sloppy.
Tripton working on it, can't quite control it, and Tualatin's going to take it the other way with a touch in the box and a win by Caden Nips.
And you can hear the Lake Oswego defense yapping at each other out there. That's a good sign.
That's a good sign early. And we got, I think they failed to touch. So they missed the hand call there from the official. Nips didn't like it. He thought he touched the box, but not going to get that call. Nolan Rabb bringing it in. Lake Oswego going to work it far side.
So some new look middies here for the Lakers this season. We just saw Nolan Rabb make that clear. We got Weishottle out as well. And the Lakers are going to get the backup off that shot. Or they're calling it a pass.
So out of bounds, off LO, it's going to be Tualatin.
Very sloppy here in the early goings, as to be expected in the first game of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be, you've got a few jamborees, couple scrimmages in, but not a whole lot thus far. Excellent control. Good shot on goal. Number 18 in transition, Aiden Keister for Tualatin. It's Tripton's first look at a long stick shot. Not fun as a goalie getting that angle of attack on that ball coming high side down.
And a clear here for the Lakers. Definitely been something they've struggled with in the last couple years.
Yeah, and a lot of pressure there from Tualatin getting after that freshman goalie. Good bailout, good dump, and off and running.
Way to keep his composure there.
Good job. Good focus. I think we're getting a timeout. Yep. Good timeout by Bertoli. I like that. calm everybody down. 7:02, you're up 2-0. I mean, a young squad, right? You had a little bit of a rough clear there. I'm not going to say any kind of panic by any means, but I like that early timeout from Bertoli. Get everybody settled. 2-0 Lake Oswego. Gives us a chance here during the timeout to thank another one of our supporting sponsors, because realistically, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of them. Big, big thanks to our friends right down the road at the bottom of 43 at Vanderhouen. They pride themselves in being experts in the industries that they serve, from prioritizing strong relationships with their network to studying market trends. They've got an ear to the ground for regionally and nationally available jobs and companies. When you work with us, it's not just about the jobs, though. It's about the relationships. If you're looking for your dream job, you're looking for your new highly skilled talent, if you've got staffing goals you just can't seem to meet to help your business grow, hit them up at vanderhouen.com or check them out down at the office at 6342 South Macadam Avenue in Portland, Oregon. Big thanks to Vanderhouen. Another second here to thank our friends right down the road from Vanderhouen at Old Spaghetti Factory. It's been a while since I've been to the trolley car. Old Spaghetti Factory has been proudly serving delicious and affordable three-course meals since 1969, as they are family-owned and operated and committed to exceptional service. They invite you and your family to join theirs for a memorable dining experience. Down there on South Waterfront at 715 South Bancroft Street. You can check them out at osf.com or give them a call at 503-222-5375 for reservations. Big thanks to Old Spaghetti Factory. So under 6 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Lake Oswego with a 2-0 lead and the ball. Travis Weishottle up top. Another late bloomer last year. Second half of the season for Weishottle was exceptional. Got a lot more confidence as a sophomore playing with all those seniors, and now he's the junior statesman, and expecting a big season from Travis there.
Yeah, he really came out of his shell at the end of the last season, and coming out of that timeout, you got to think Bertoli's told everybody to take a breath, calm down, and it looks as though the Lakers are a little bit more organized on that possession.
So tipped out by Tualatin. Mason Fish will go collect that and reset the Laker offense.
Senior captain Mason Fish. We're expecting big things from him on the attackman side this year. A lot of weight on his shoulders to really lead that squad.
Oh, that was a good give-and-go look. Good shot, just a little bit tall. Couldn't quite collect it. Weishottle gets that down just a little bit lower. I think that's going to be a really good opportunity for the Lakers.
It's a great look.
Tualatin struggling a little bit early here with all the movement from Lake Oswego. That backside slide has just been a little bit slow. Lake Oswego's putting it to him here early. Nice on the ground. Good defensive stop there by the keep. Number 20, Nathan Ryerson for the Timberwolves. That was a tough change of angle shot, and he was able to get down and get under that very well.
Good ride here from the Lakers, though, once again. And they're going to scoop up that ground ball. And here they come. Mason Fish with it. He finds Kamalian. Oh, and he puts it in.
Boom!
What a shot.
Get you some of that.
And the Lakers have really seemed to find their pace here after that timeout.
This squad this year, I think the more they move, the more rhythm they have, the better they're going to be. Project 360 replay. Look at that backside feed. Boop! Right underneath. And I'll tell you what, that was a heads-up shot from Alex, because he watched the keep go low initially on the last two shot attempts and baited him right into it and went just past him.
Well, Kamalian's got so much experience now, and, I mean, that kind of shot proves it. It's hard to keep your composure when you're wide open and that goalie's coming right at you. So good on him for taking his time and finding the cage.
Off the face-off, Macy with it. Gets a touch, and Lake Oswego back in business. Up 3-0 here with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Kind of interesting. I mean, for folks that have watched all last season, one of the struggles LO had was coming out on offense and putting some rhythm together early in games last year. And tell you what, if this is the identity of this squad, scoring in bunches early, it says a lot about the trajectory of this season.
Definitely. And it looks like the coaching staff's made a bit of a change this year. They're running a 2-2-2 set.
Rip and rifle Macy with another goal. Woo, that was fast. All right. I want to push this one real quick. Project 360 replay. Kamalian on the backside. Watch this here. Just such a heads-up play. Dekes the goalie low. He drops and just puts it right past him at the midline. There was nothing the goalie could do about that. Bounce shot right behind his heels.
That's composure.
That was good. We'll bring up Calvin's here in just a second. His second goal of the game. 4-0 Laker lead with 4:42 to go here. Hikes it back on the faceoff. Scooping it up is Aiden Luther. Luther gets a touch in the box. Lakers back in business. I think TUALATIN is just going to be happy to get out of this quarter.
Yeah, it's been a rough start for them, but, you know, lots of time left to go in this game, so they can definitely turn things around. Just really strong offense from the Lakers here.
So round and round we go, and setting up a dodge from up top is Weishottle. Weishottle looking backside. There's the feed right there. Boom, and puts it in. Slam dunk on the backside of the crease. Number 25, Connor Burgess. Not to say I had a feeling about that one, but you can just kind of see that setting up on the backside.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody started to shift that one extra step from Weishottle and layup, backdoor.
And great eyes from Weishottle. I mean, to see that from across the field is really challenging. Keeping your head up while you're dodging is very important. So good on Weishottle there to find Burgess.
There's the rip from Macy a second ago, and we'll show you that backside feed here in just a moment from Burgess. Face-off at midfield. Lakers up 5-0 with another face-off win. Do we get a procedural?
Yeah, it's going to be illegal procedure. It looks like Trippy had the ball in the back of his stick for, I think you have 2 or 3 steps. So took too many there before he was able to flip it out and get it back to the front of his pocket. And this ride from the Lakers has just been ongoing.
Relentless.
Relentless.
I tell you, that's something that definitely is carried over from last season, because one of the hallmarks of Lake Oswego is that defensive ride and just frustration that they build into opponents. Got to get a touch, which they do.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Blowing the doors off here all of a sudden. 6-0 with 3:22 to go. All right. Got some work to do here. Project 360 replay. 2 goals ago now. Here's that backside feed. Take that back. We'll look at that one more time here in just a second. They're going quick with these face-offs. Aiden Luther.
The Lakers just pouring it on here in the second half of the first quarter. I mean, they really found their stride.
Here's that backside right there. Boom, just dunks it right in. I mean, you could just see TUALATIN, all the heads returned, looking the other direction. 6-0 all of a sudden, 3:22 to go here in the first. Great work from the wings on the faceoff here so far, Matt. They've been doing a really good job collapsing in quick on the flip.
Well, the difference from last year is so much of that offense went through McGuire and a lot of the attackmen that the middies have really been stepping up everywhere here tonight, all over the field. And this 2-2-2 that they've been running has been working wonders. This is something you didn't see much from the Lakers last year, but you can see they got 2 middies high, a midi attack in the middle, and then 2 attackmen behind the cage. And they've just been working it to perfection.
Oh, good stop from the keep. Punched it right off the top of his stick. Ella with a long rebound, though, able to stick with it and keep it. Rab reverses field. You know Nolan's looking to get some.
Lakers need to settle here, find their shape.
They're looking on that backside. Again, TUALATIN still having a tough time turning their heads on that late slide.
Good to see the Lakers get a long possession here, something they need.
Grind a little clock, get a good look. Alex, the feed to the wing. Kicking it back around underneath and looking for that cutter. Good slide there from Tualatin that time. They didn't let that one go.
So much motion here from the Lakers on offense. A lot of movement on the backside. I love to see it.
Coming up on the invert. Good look. Tualatin can't quite get it to clear. Looking for the rebound. Dumping it back outside of the wing. Another look. Strong at the goal, but that's going to go outside, off the back of the goal, out of bounds, be like a OSWEGO ball.
That was a close one.
That was very close. That did everything but go in. It just a little bit wide of the pipe. Minute 28. 6-0 lead, like OSWEGO on top of Tualatin here. Opening quarter.
And for the kids at home, look at all this movement on the backside. When the Lakers are dodging, everybody on the backside is moving, cutting, getting open, and that's just textbook lacrosse.
Nice step across from Rab. Rab getting pestered in the middle, and he rips one off. It's just a matter of time with Nolan.
It really is. Whew.
Project 360 replay here. Nice step across. A little pressure, but just that slide step making it tough for Ryerson there.
Yeah, Rab really fought to get the top side on that dodge, something we didn't see a ton of last season from the Lakers. But getting top side is a great way to just cut open the middle of the defense and find an open look at the cage.
So 7-0 here with a minute to go. Face-off collected by Luther. A little bit tall on the pass there. I think he might have taken his eyes off it just outside of Burgess' stick. You know, if you're Tualatin, obviously first quarter, not what you were expecting.
No, I mean, it's been just an onslaught here from the Lakers, and it's hard to get your composure. It's the first game of the season, and everybody's got those nerves. So Tualatin is going to look to just take a breath here at the break and see if they can make some adjustments and figure out that 2-2-2 that the Lakers are running.
Yeah, just come out and win the second quarter, right? Like, you don't need to win the game at one shot. That, man, just opportunity after opportunity here. It's 8-0 with 35 seconds to go here. Mason Fish puts one in. But if you're Tualatin, you got to just come out and win the second quarter. Win the possession battle, right? Ground balls and faceoffs right now. It's just a matter of getting the ball on your side. Give your defense a break. I mean, time of possession has been extremely tilted to Lake Oswego. I don't think we've had but one shot attempt on LO. I mean, everything's been that half of the field.
Yeah, Tualatin has really not been able to possess the ball on offense for very long. So just composure here. Just need to take a breath, find their feet, and they have the skills to get that ball down the field.
Yes, they do. Mathis on the faceoff win. LO is going to tangle it up. Skyball back up top. Nice rip from Fittner. Fittner gets cleaned out, and I think that's – what are we going to get, a push at least? I don't see a flag.
No flag down. They called a timeout. Looks like Tualatin had called a timeout just before that hit came.
Tualatin pulls a Bertoli there. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's close. Their timeout was called, and – that was in danger of being a big old cross check.
Yeah.
Might want to tone that back just a touch. But timeout on the field, 15.8 left in the first here. Lake Oswego up 8-0 over Tualatin early.
Yeah, most of those goals from the Lakers have come here in the second half of that first quarter. I think it was 2-0 to start the game, and then just all of a sudden the Lakers started pouring it on. So it's good to see them finding their feet, being calm, really running their offense to perfection. And Tualatin here is just going to have to scrounge and scratch and see if they can fight their way back into this one.
That they are. Well, they are talking about that. We're going to thank another one of our supporting sponsors here this evening, Cambia Health Foundation, believing that transforming the healthcare journey begins with connecting change makers to the resources and knowledge they need to maximize their impact. Cambia Health Foundation is a corporate foundation of Cambia Health Solutions, a total health solutions company dedicated to transforming the way people experience healthcare. Founded in 2007, the foundation has funded over $80 million in grants to advance whole person care models at every stage of life to build a just and inclusive healthcare system for all. For more information, head over to CambiaHealthFoundation.org. Big thanks to Cambia. All right, coming out of the timeout, no penalty there. Tualatin with the rock and 15.8 on the clock. That nice new looking clock down there. Nips gets a step. Nips gets a shot. Good stop. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1. Shot on goal. That horn was really late. We were all kind of like, are they going to hit the horn? Because timer was definitely out. But that was a heck of a finish there for Tualatin coming out of the timeout. A little bit more of that, and they'll be in business in the second half. Project 360 replay, look at this. Just gets a step, slide, switches lefty. Got a good look at the goal, and nice save from Tripton. So that is going to do it. End of one. That's only the first quarter.
Yeah.
8-0, Lake Oswego on top of Tualatin here tonight. I want to thank our presenting sponsor this evening, our friends over not too far down the road at True Private Wealth Advisors. The great people at True Private Wealth Advisors founded their company on the belief that the independent financial advisors who act as fiduciaries are uniquely positioned to deliver unbiased and uncompromised advice to their clients. At True Private Wealth Advisors, they have built a wealth of management firm associates that leverage the advantage of independence to better serve their clients through a fully open architecture solutions platform that's objective and transparent. They don't dictate how you work with your client. Instead, they want to give you the tools to build a better business around your client's needs. So to take your experience and breathe life into it, that comes from true independence and the ability to follow your own principles. You know what happens after that. Amazing things. Check them out at truepwa.com or call 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Private Wealth. We got a unique one here this year. I'm kind of excited about this. New sponsor to the program, Kane Petroleum, fueling our broadcast tonight. I was waiting like 2 months to say that. Their goal at Kane Petroleum is to be recognized leader within the retail gas service station and convenience store industry by providing their customers with fast, friendly, quality products and clean and convenient locations. There's nothing worse than a gross gas station, right? You don't even want to get out of your car. Thankfully, it's Oregon. You don't really have to, but if you want to go into the convenience store, if it's not clean, that's a big issue for me. I will literally just keep on going. They do that by maintaining a positive, motivated team with an oriented atmosphere of family for all their employees and to support local programs in the communities they operate in to help them thrive. Big thanks to Kane Petroleum. I promise I'll only make like 500 fuel references this season. So $4.99 to go. Lake Oswego up 8-0 here with second quarter just underway. We flip sides, obviously. Fish underneath with the feed far side to Burgess. Burgess tracks it down. Good hustle there. A little bit errant on the pass.
And expect the Lakers to work on some sets here they've been running in practice. Just take their time, run the play as it's been drawn up.
Oh, and that. So what are you going to do, right? I mean, you got a layup.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of got to take it, right? You can't not. It's
hard
Nolan Rab. It's hard to. I mean, you shouldn't pass off on that. You shouldn't pass up on that. It's just one of those days.
If you got the look, you got to take it.
Bring that up on the Project 360 replay here real quick. Rab gets a step, and again, just late slide from the defense. They have their heads turned, looking the other way, and they know it. I mean, they're just. I think halftime is going to be very helpful. You just need that extra time, a little bit of whiteboard action, figure some things out. That's a good start right there. Face-off won by Tualatin, number 6, Caden Nips.
Yeah, so as Tualatin possesses on offense here, it'll be interesting to hear Tripton out there commanding the defense. It's hard to do as a freshman in Cage, but it's so essential to having slides coming on time and really being efficient as a defensive unit.
Riley Bunny getting pestered in that corner. LO forcing the turnover. Now coming up the near side, Weishottle. Weishottle doing his best Calvin Macy impersonation here. Look at the Jets on Travis. My goodness. Travis hustling to get it up. Roll back at the cage. Nice lift on the defense. Good job from the pole there with the lift to get that ball on the ground. Good strong check from Lake Oswego. Tualatin able to keep it, and Jordan Phillips couldn't quite reel it in. We got a flag at midfield.
Just a little too big, I think Jordan is there. They're going to call a cross-check on him.
He's going to take that replay and go home and just put that on a loop where you're telling your brother, full transparency, folks, Matt Phillips, Jordan Phillips' brother, that he's too big.
He is too big. He's bigger than me now.
It's because your parents love him and fed him more.
Probably.
They're like, oh, well, yeah. No, Jordan has absolutely come alive in this program in the last 4 years, from where he was as a freshman to now a senior, which is really crazy to say, but he is 100% a foundational player with this program. Had a big name to live up to, you know.
Yeah.
That Phillips name.
Pretty sure I've still scored more goals than him in varsity, so he's got a ways to go.
All right, challenge issued, Jordan, as you sit in the box and think about what you've done. For the Timberwolves, Anthony Grau, number 3 there with the rock up top, looking to set up some kind of offensive set here for the Timberwolves. Giving it a good look is Nips. Nips loses that matchup with Mr. Macy. Macy going the other direction. I apologize. That was number 8, Aiden Luther. Luther forcing the turnover.
Yeah, a lot of hanging sticks from Tualatin on offense, so just easy checks for the Lakers to pick up the ground ball there. And good to see the Lakers kind of pull out of that fast break and get an offensive set going.
9:25 and a 9-goal lead here for Lake Oswego in the first half.
So this 2-2-2 that the Lakers are running is really interesting because it does open up the wings of the field a lot. Gives you a lot of different angles to dodge from. They've been doing this a lot, isolating the attack at X.
Good shot, good stop off the knee there from number 20, Nathan Ryerson. For those that are new to lacrosse, the X is where?
Behind
Mr.
the cage.
Matt? Behind the cage,
X
that's
would
right.
be the man behind the cage. So typically there's one attackman that just kind of hangs out back there. And it is a disadvantage in the sense you can't score from back there, but it does give you a lot of space to operate.
So what you'll see here on the inbound, Mr. Fish in the back. They're going to push him to the other side. For those that are new to the game, the offense, if you're watching closely, it can look a lot like basketball. Screen and roll, give and go, lots of wing play, lots of backside play. You just have a whole extra person out there and a lot more room to operate than a basketball court. And there's no traveling because you're not dribbling.
This is true.
That's why they pay us the big bucks, Matt.
Well, the Lakers are looking to run a set here, I can tell, from the backside. Trying to do a little two-man game, a little screen and roll, as you were saying. Not sure Burgess is going to go for it. Oh. Looks like they're running out that penalty, actually.
Good step to the left. They are back to full strength. And they're going to call him for a ward.
Didn't see it.
Drop of the shoulder, electing to give it to Tualatin. And I'm going to guess they're going to say it was a ward with that shoulder drop. Didn't look egregious, but when you're up 9-0, you might not get that call. Heading the other direction now. Tualatin trying to set up shop. Find Jonathan Ayers. Ayers hitting the wing.
And the Lakers managed to fend off that fast break from Tualatin. I'm not sure they made the correct slide there. But good job on the defense to stop that opportunity.
Bunny hits Farnstrom up top. Farnstrom gives it a look like Oswego. Good movement on the backside. Good communication. You can hear him barking out orders.
And it really is so crucial as the keeper to be looking around at everybody on your team and knowing where they are defensively so you can make that call when you need to.
Feedback up top, reload to Nips. Nips is going to take it and reset for Tualatin. Again, if you're Tualatin, you just need to get a shot. You just need to get a start. You got to get something. You got 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. I mean, we have seen stranger things on this field.
Definitely.
It is not outside the realm of possibility that Tualatin could claw their way back into this one. And it just starts with one play, but you got to take it one play at a time.
This is definitely a game of momentum, so.
Good defensive play there on the far side. Lake Oswego in transition. Little midi back opportunity. Ooh, good stick check. Looney loses it. So a little D on D action there, and Pierce Mathis gets a turnover for Tualatin. Now Timberwolves need to get it downfield and get a touch and try and reset for a chance on offense. Tight pockets on the Timberwolves happens when you're taking your eyes off looking to get hit, you know.
Yeah, you got to keep your head up.
Kyle Farnstrom here for the Timberwolves looking to set up and get some kind of space, but Calvin Macy, it's kind of tough to do that when you got one of the top defenders, defensive middies in the state, can truly play two-way at speeds that not too many people can.
I mean, with Jordan and Calvin out there, that's just such a huge lineup. Wow.
Hot on the trot. There's that Air Force speed right there. Macy gets down, gets a touch in the box, finds Alex underneath. Alex with a reversal. Coming back up. Calvin, not happy about getting hit in the head. Rifles one at the cage. I don't think he liked taking that stick to the head.
No, that shot had some heat on it. I could see it from here.
That was angry with a vapor trail. Mr. Macy taking his talents to the Air Force next year for football. Alex with the feed on the backside. Ooh, and a big check from the Timberwolves. Give it a loose ball push. You know, if I'm if I'm Tualatin's goalie, I like that. I like that play from Jurisic there. Yeah, go ahead and light them up if they're coming in at the crease. I'm good with that.
It's what you're taught to do.
Got to protect that goalie.
Looks like Bennett Royce is out there now on attack for the Lakers, subbing in for Mason Fish.
Giving it a go from the top here, number 10, Jordan Phillips. Phillips the feed back to Alex. Alex finding room to operate. Back to Calvin. Calvin. Woo! Good shot. Better save. Ryerson. Little fancy stick work there from the Tualatin keep.
Great save.
Loose ball on the ground. Lake Oswego's going to come up with it. Tualatin doing what they can. Try to get a little pinch at the midfield there. Not going to happen. LO is going to get across and get an easy touch from Rab. LO will rotate.
So last time down on offense, Jordan dodged and drew the slide and the Lakers got it down through X and didn't manage to move the ball quick enough to the backside. That's something they really struggled with last year. And it'd be nice to see if they can really pick up the pace. When they dodge and they get the ball through X, it needs to be on the other side of the field as fast as possible.
Maddox Willoughby in for OSWEGO number 23. Good step there from Weishottle. Weishottle with the feed to Alex. Alex on the near side. Doesn't like it. Good recovery from Tualatin. Load up. Shot. Good stop from the keep. Ryerson gets clear out to McMillan. McMillan looking to get downfield with it. Tualatin in transition now. Nips. They got a shot.
They had numbers.
They get the chase. All right, well, they're running that down. Project 360 replay on that save here. Watch this. Macy, good shot. Just great stick work from the keep. Gets himself inverted. Boom. Out you go.
That's a tricky one to stop, too.
McMillan now. Tualatin going to look to get at least a good opportunity and gets cleaned out in the middle. Ball spits out. Elo going towards the other direction. Elliott Orr back to Tripton. Tripton with a long toss up here to Looney.
Great pass.
That was. Looney, he's sneaky fast. He covers distance because he's so tall. I mean, he runs.
It's more of a stride.
It's a stride.
It's
yeah,
a stride.
It's so smooth that you don't realize he's 11 yards away from me. What happened? How did that happen? And that distance right there gave Tripton an easy clear. Weishottle feeding the backside. Whoa!
Whoa! Where did that come from?
Okay, that was. Tell you that might have been the shot of the game from Royce if that had gone in, but that spin was spectacular. Weishottle spinning it back to X to set this one up. Backside, Alex goes, righty lefty.
That's a great save from the keeper.
I'll tell you what, great save from the keeper. Kevin Jurisic just gave Alex a fist bump. He's like, that was ridiculous. The keep had a great save, but Alex busted everyone's ankles on that before that. That was impressive.
Yeah, really great to see Alex develop this year. I mean, right out of the gate, you can just tell that composure, which he was great at last year, but he's getting really tricky in there.
Shot, and that's going to go wide over the top. So check this out. That was – here comes Alex, and whoop, whoop, put everybody on skates and goes inside out, and the keep just got it. That was good. Alex is that guy that if he's on your team, you love him, and if you're playing against him, it just drives you crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's like Jello. You cannot get him to stick.
So shifty.
Oh. Under a minute to go here. Didn't quite catch the call, but it's going to be like a OSWEGO ball. Winds up, rips one.
Great to see Aiden Luther with the confidence there to just rip that
Yeah.
from about 15 yards out.
Everybody got whiplash. That thing was flying. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. 9-0. Another shot on goal. Another big save. Ryerson's going to have a considerable number of saves here this half. 9 goals, yes, but, I mean, he's just getting peppered. Burgess bringing it up. Big shoulder drop there. Tualatin getting a little more physical.
Yeah, that's something you don't really want to see from the Lakers here at this point in the game. I mean, a little bit selfish there from Burgess. Would have been better to just pull that one out and ride out the end of the quarter, or maybe find a better look.
Jurisic dumps it down. 3 seconds to go here. Like OSWEGO's going to run it out. And the clock on the wall reads 0. That horn Nice new clock. Horn isn't. There's the horn. Oh, and that's going to take us to halftime here at Lake Oswego with the Lakers coming on strong. 9-0 in the first half. We're going to reset and reload a few things. We invite you to do the same. We'll be back for second half action in about 10 minutes from Lake Oswego, so don't go anywhere. welcome back, everybody, to second half action. Just about underway. 33 seconds on the clock. They're going to get that reloaded here in the stadium. While they do that, gives me a chance to thank our title sponsor here tonight, our good friends at True Private Wealth Advisors. True Private Wealth Advisors were founded with the belief that independent financial advisors who act as fiduciaries are uniquely positioned to deliver unbiased and uncompromised advice to their clients. At True Private Wealth Advisors, they have built a wealth of management firm associates that leverage the advantages of independent and better serving their clients through the fully open architectural solutions platform that's objective and transparent. True Private Wealth Advisors is a network of independent-minded financial advisors with a history of challenging the status quo, and they do it by addressing the challenges and finding unique solutions where there seem to be none. They want to be able to do what is best for their clients without limitations. True Private Wealth Advisors don't dictate how you work with a client, but instead they give you the tools to build a business around your client's needs, which takes your experience and breathes new life into it that comes from the true independence and ability to follow your own principles. And you know what happens after that? Amazing things. Check them out at truepwa.com or call them at 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Private Wealth Advisors. All right, second half action. Getting set to get underway. 12 minutes on the old clock. 9-0 lead, Lake Oswego on top of Tualatin. Face off at midfield. Hudson Trippy gets a win for the Lakers with a little help from his friends. I really like the wing play from Lake Oswego on the faceoffs here, Matt.
It's been very aggressive, and they've really just been getting after those ground balls.
So LO, and I mean, last year in particular, last couple of years, a little bit of trouble with faceoffs, a little bit of trouble with clears. So far tonight, both those have been exceptional.
Definitely. I mean, big improvement so far, and it's great to see. It's good to see they've worked on their weaknesses from last year and turned them into some of their strengths.
So LO, 9-0, big cut down the crease, looking to make it 10. Can't quite get there. Ball rolls out of bounds. Stay with Lake Oswego. One of those things, too, here, it's also tough. You got a 9-0 lead, not quite over. Oh, they're going to say Tualatin ball. You got to find things to work on, right? You got to find things to get better at. But you also got to not give away too much in the first game on film
yeah.
for everybody else the rest of the season, because they got Sherwood Thursday night, who they're watching this game.
Definitely true. Typically, I mean, back in my days, we had a couple sets to start the season that we were really drilling hard. And throughout the season, you kind of add more and more layers onto that. So maybe not too much to give away at this point, but definitely all those little tricks up your sleeve you don't want to be showing quite yet.
So Tualatin have a little trouble with the clear there. Lake Oswego get called for a push. LO with it. Back inside. I got a highlight here from Jonathan Ayers on Tualatin in just a second. Shot on goal, big stop. All right, Project 360 replay. This is the epitome of a defensive player. Gets cleared out, managed to get the yellow stick, and see you later. Go get your own stick. I love it. Jonathan Ayers, that was fantastic.
Awesome.
Your stick is not my problem. You can go get it over in Section C. That was great. Burgess with the take and a shot, and it's a goal. Late call there from the officials, but Burgess makes it. Double-digit lead, Lake Oswego 10-0 over Tualatin with 10 minutes and change to go here in the third quarter.
Yeah, Burgess, Joni's been a really valuable addition to this Laker team. I mean, just showing out tonight. This is his first game in the Laker uniform, and it's great to see him out there really putting on a show.
So set on the face-off. Lakers in business again. Lost it in the lights there, but Burgess able to scoop it back up. Elo's going to work for another opportunity here. That one's going to bounce out of bounds. Project 360 replay on that Burgess goal. Just a big step on the defender there. Nice bounce shot. Just 3 levels of geometry for the goalie there. Makes it extremely tough, to say the least. Heading the other direction, Elliot Orr.
Look at that speed.
Doing his best Ethan Hecht impersonation right
Yeah.
there. So Orr with a clear, Burgess with it. Tell you what, I didn't realize how big. Connor Burgess is a big attackman.
Yeah, and it's something that those Laker attackmen need is a little bit of size, someone that can take a little bit of brute force from a bigger defenseman. So definitely a valuable piece.
Tell you what, I mean, this is our on-field cam here, and I'm going to say Bennett, Royce, Nolan Rabb, Alex, probably the three smallest guys out there to give you some scale, 5'8"-ish range. So these other, I mean, Burgess is a big kid.
And the Lakers just sticking with that 2-2-2 set, just keeping it going. It's been working all night. Why not keep running it?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And if you don't need to show it, don't, because you don't know what Sherwood's going to be bringing to the table defensively on Thursday. Be our first road game of the season at Sherwood, 7 o'clock Thursday night. Big shot right off of the face mask.
And that's a good save from the keeper there, but if you're Nolan, you got to be a little bit more patient with that shot. Something that Alex Kamalian has shown us a couple times tonight already is if you throw it a little deke, a little fake here, you can get that goalie to move, and that ball should be going in the back of the net.
So out of bounds, it's going to go Lake Oswego or Tualatin's direction. Looking to walk it up. They got a little bit of time here, but they're going to need to put a little bit of hustle into this. Jacob Thomas trying to bring it up the sideline. He's going to have to do it himself. Get up and get a touch in the box, which he does. Big shot on goal. Nice stop inside. Tripped in. Hadn't seen a lot of opportunities, but each one he's had pitching a shutout so far. Flag on the Lakers sideline, actually.
I think there's an offside call on the field. Looks like the Lakers were offside. That was a great save from Tripton. Really the first kind of good look that Tualatin got on cage, and Tripton stepped up to the plate. So first look here at the Lakers man-down defensive unit here. So we'll see what they got. Typically, you're going to be running a box and one here, so you can kind of see the 4 corners, and then there will be someone floating around in the middle. So look out for that.
Project 360 replay is a good shot. Great save. Tripton just boop, got down, got low, got underneath it, kept it out. That was tough, too. There was a lot of traffic in front of him. Not a real good look at it. Had to use some of that goalie magic. Tualatin, kind of the tail of the night. I mean, they get an opportunity here, the man up, and lose it in transition or in traffic there in the middle on the pass. Scooping it up, Elliot Orr, back to the keep, back out to Elliot. Elliot's going to bring it across. Hustling, trying to get there, gets across.
The Lakers are just going to hold on to this ball, run that penalty out.
And they are back to full strength. So LO with the ball. Little personnel swap here. Vanderside stepping off for Lake Oswego. Macy letting everybody just kind of shift around on the backside. Looks like they're going to go some of the defensive personnel changes. Coming in for the Lakers, Oliver Brown, freshman deep hole. Macy just going right at the cage. I mean, I guess if you're not going to step to him, you just keep going, right?
Yeah, when you get a look like that, you can't pass it up.
No, and that's the thing, too. It's not even – people that might be tuning in late, 10-0. LO's not by any means pouring it on. It's if you get wide open shots, it's almost more disrespectful to pull out. kind of opportunity like that, you got to go for it. Ella working it up top. Jordan Phillips taking a look. That was a little bit better work from Tualatin defense there.
Jordan's taken quite a few shots tonight. Hasn't been able to put one away.
Well, somebody must have told him how far he was trailing you in goals for the career, so he's trying to make it all up here in the first. 6:03, 10-0 lead at Lake Oswego. Tualatin coming in with it, number 24 for the Timberwolves, Jacob Thomas. Thomas gets a feed. Turning on the Jets, number 8, Kyle Farnstrom. Farnstrom touching the box, and Tualatin in business here on offense.
Yeah, let's see if Tualatin can get an offensive possession here and make something happen.
So in contrast, Lake Oswego, lots of movement on offense, that 2-2-2. Tualatin a little more traditional 2-3-1 set, and not a lot of off-ball movement.
Yeah, it could be tricky running a 2-3-1 to find space. Everything is so compact, and it's something that everybody's run for so long that defenses really know how to shut it down.
Number 21, Andrew Ryerson, the goalkeeper's brother there, trying to get something going for the Timberwolves. Tualatin having a retreat. Get a feed back across near side. No, can't quite keep it in. Henry Fittner just stepped out of bounds. Going to go back to Lake Oswego. Phillips brings it up and across. Lake Oswego back in business with Rab to the near side. He's getting pestered by Jonathan Ayers. Ayers with the Tualatin defensive play of the game, throwing the Lakers stick the front end of this quarter. That was fantastic.
And one of the offensive focuses tonight, you can tell from the Laker coaching staff, is getting a really high dodge from the midfielders. So making sure you're getting up towards that midline and carrying momentum down the alley and seeing if you can break the defender's ankles and get topside on them. So definitely a little bit different from what we had seen last year, and a good improvement for the Laker offense.
Well, the other thing that does is create a lot of space on the backside. So if you do get a big, heavy push to the front side, that backside slide, which has been late, it's going to give your back players a lot of opportunity to get inside there and maybe have an opportunity for some success, which we've seen a lot of tonight.
Yeah, very big for timing as well.
Burgess and Nips going head-to-head there, playing strong, super physical. Fist bump. Tualatin going to take a penalty, though. So Ella will be man up here. 3:52 to go in the third. 10-0 Lake Oswego lead.
Yeah, first time we get to see the Lakers extra man offense tonight. We had that two-man down situation where both teams were playing with 5 men on the field, but first time we got the Lakers man up.
Big shot on goal. Nice stick from the keep. Knocks it way out. It's going to stay with Lake Oswego, though. Easy chase. Rab brings it into Macy. Back to Nolan. Back to Calvin. Near side to Phillips. And around we go.
So as you can see here, the Lakers aren't dodging. One of the fundamentals of extra man offense is just going to be moving that ball since the defense is a man down. If you can make the pass quick enough, somebody should be open. There's a lane. There's a shot. Good stop from the keep. Great ball movement from the Lakers, and Calvin Macy just missed it by that much.
.255 to go here in the third. 10-0 lead. Lakers on top. If you're just joining us, LO exploded in the first quarter. 9-0 at the half. Put one on here a few minutes ago. Make it 10. Oh, just missed on the pass. That's going to go to TUALATIN on the ready go, or the Project 360 replay here. Look at this, just Macy rip and just enough deflection.
Calvin's had a couple of those tonight where he's just been ripping it off the pipe.
I have a feeling he thinks if he can throw it just a little bit harder, it'll go through the pipe and into the net. Like just a little bit more, and I'll get it all the way through the metal.
He's close.
Man. There's the bounce shot. Macy with another one for the Lakers makes it 11-0 Lake Oswego.
Number 22, Matt Lane, checking into the game here for the Lakers on the wing.
So Macy gets the ride, gets the turnover, brings it in, just bounce shot. That's such a tough angle for the goalie.
Yeah, when you can get a bounce shot like that rises all the way up to the top of the goal there, it's very challenging to stop.
For the old timers that used to play on grass, that shot would have never been there because there's just not enough rebound off of like natural turf, right? But on the turf, especially this field, LO has a very active field. It is very difficult for goalies when guys start working this turf and hitting those angles. It is very, very tough.
Well, when you practice on it every day, you really can actually make that a skill, where on grass it's a lot trickier. It's good and bad because, as a goalie, you're not going to know where that ball is going. It's maybe a little bit more unpredictable, but a little less precision from the offensive side.
Yeah. Oh, Kamalian coming on the wraparound, just a little bit too skinny. Ooh, dangerous. TUALATIN able to come out of it unscathed. Minute 15 to go here in the third quarter. TUALATIN's going to have to get on it to get it clear. They do not. Errant pass from the Lakers. Loose ball at midfield. Looking to pick it up. Nips can't quite get it. McClung can't get it. And I think we're getting a failure to advance on TUALATIN there.
Yeah, TUALATIN didn't manage to get possession of the ball, so even though it got
should go the other way, but
something's yeah,
I think they just had their hand signals backwards. For the folks at home that are unaware of that rule, Mr. Phillips, explain failure to advance for the people.
Failure to advance. You have 20 seconds once you have possession of the ball. So once after a shot or a turnover, you have 20 seconds to reach the midfield line, the 50-yard line, and then another 10 seconds to get inside the box, which is going to be the 30-yard line, and those blue lines you see there on the sides down. So
it's kind of the equivalent in basketball of a 10-second backcourt.
Exactly,
you got to get
like
across,
that.
You got to get a touch, and you'll see that's a nice take from Burgess. You'll see these guys run in, kind of put their foot in the box, kind of like hopscotch, and then come back out a lot of times to set a play because they've reset that clock and they got all the time in the world. Now, coming next year, rumor has it, when the shot clock becomes a part of it, that is going to radically change things because a lot of the offense that people in Oregon are used to seeing that haven't traveled out of state or seen the national side with a shot clock, yes, you still have to get the touch in the box, but then you're going to have a clock ticking down in your face.
Yeah, it's going to require a lot more skill and a lot higher pace. So middies are going to be feeling it. That is for sure. Running up and down the field with that shot clock.
I, for one, am extremely excited because we've seen enough outside of the state of Oregon with national tournaments and stuff that we've done. That shot clock, it's a game changer, and it really, really accelerates the play. It's going to be awesome. That's the end of 3 from Lake Oswego. Lakers with the lead, 11-0 over Tualatin. We got a break here at the quarter. Gives us a chance to thank our supporting sponsors helping bring us out here tonight with our friends right down the road at Grapevine. Grapevine, the art of style, the premier retailer bringing comfort and style together in one place. They make every effort to provide a fashionable, friendly, and fun place to shop with an inventory refreshed almost daily. At 310 North State Street in Suite 112 Lake Oswego, you can check out all the goodies at grapevinefashion.com or give them a call at 503-635-6009. Big thanks to Grapevine. Also want to thank our friends at the Untattoo Parlor down in the Gatsby building on the corner of Northwest Hoyt and 13th Avenue in the Pearl District. They specialize in professional tattoo removal in the surrounding areas, and they are experts in doing so safely, effectively, and with minimal discomfort. Their goal with their trained team is to use that Kutera Enlighten laser and remove unwanted ink in half the time of older machines with better clearances. Their board-certified plastic surgeon and trained staff of registered nurses are there to ensure optimal results and make sure that you, Matt, can erase that one permanent reminder of everything else you forgot in Tijuana last year. Check them out at theuntattooparlor.com or give them a call at 503-893-0102. Big thanks to Untattoo. We also want to thank our friends at the Vanderhouen Group. They pride themselves on being experts in the industries that they serve, from prioritizing strong relationships with their network to studying market trends. They have an ear to the ground regionally and nationally. And so when you work with Vanderhouen, it's not just about the jobs, it's about the relationships. If you're looking for a new job or you need to hire skilled talent for your company or anything in between, check them out at vanderhouen.com or down at 6342 South Macadam Avenue in Portland, Oregon. Big thanks to Vanderhouen. And just a little bit down the road from them is the good old trolley car and the old spaghetti factory. Since 1969, family owned and operated, they are committed to exceptional service and inviting your family to join theirs for a memorable dining experience. You can get that process started by visiting at osf.com or giving them a call at 503-222-5375 to make reservations. Big thanks to Old Spaghetti. I love Old Spaghetti Factory.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. It's just happy food. It makes you feel good.
Oh, yeah. I live right down the street. I go all the time.
Face-off one and a big check from
and the Lakers
Tualatin,
sideline
Lakers,
is screaming for a touch in the box.
Which couldn't quite get. Tualatin forced a turnover, and Timberwolves, the ball on the ground, and they're able to get out of there with it. Anthony Grau. $11 minutes and change here for this one. Sawyer Johnson for the T-Wolves. Tualatin gets a look, but a good stop.
And there haven't been many clears by the Lakers tonight, but it's valuable experience for Tripton in the goal there to really find his way in terms of navigating those clears. I mean, it's a skill and it's a challenge, and it's not something as a goalie you really get to do very often in game.
Oliver Brown had a little trouble with it, and Brooks Olson came in there and really just locked that down. Went to get a clear back, and it's going to be a turnover. So another missed pass. So you got to think that that's going to be – I mean, we're into, oh boy, what is this, second, third unit defense right now? Kind of a blend in there. You got a couple first unit guys and second and third guys getting experience, which is really, really good, especially this early in the season to have that opportunity.
Yeah, it's awesome to see. I mean, it's the first game out. It's great to see everybody's been able to touch the field. I mean, no JV team this year, so any extra minutes there are awesome to share around.
Lakers coming back this way. Alex able to sneak that one out. That dribbled behind Weishottle, and I think Travis lost it in the lights a little bit. It was kind of a wonky pass. Alex tracked it down. Pass on the crease, and
It's almost like a baseball bat.
my goodness.
Just kind of hit that one in.
Well, Alex doing the tough job underneath. Keeps the play alive and gets rewarded for it here. Project 360 replay. Weishottle with the feed. Nice look. Good dodge from Harrison. Harrison finds Alex, and Alex puts it away. So the younger Rab getting an assist. It's good plus minus for the Rab family here tonight. Oh, Luther had it. Good move by Nips. Just stole that out from underneath him. Those face-off guys, they got all kinds of sneaky tricks.
Yeah, so much goes on there. It's like its own separate game down in the center X there. I mean, so many little tricks. I don't understand them.
It is a chess match in 3 dimensions inside the chess match of the regular game. They are a whole other breed up there on those face-offs.
It's everything.
Pass a little tall. Woolard couldn't quite reel it in, so that's going to be a turnover. And Tualatin trailing by 12. Coming up on 9 minutes to go here. Woolard all over Kevin Jurisic. Jurisic, though, taking it across. Tualatin trying to call timeout, but they don't have possession. There they go. They got it, that one. Tualatin's been trying to work this with that LSM. The bulk of the game on those clears there. Got to kind of wonder some of the thinner personnel. You know, both sides have had some early season illness and nicks and bruises and things like that. So,
yeah, it's definitely that, and also it's the first game of the season, and it is one of the most challenging parts of the game is organizing your team, and it really comes down to the coaches to get their guys ready to get the right personnel on and off the field. And just the first game of the season, everybody's a little bit sloppy.
It can happen, and it often does. Game 1. Big thanks to another one of our supporting sponsors, first timer for us here with the lacrosse broadcast, Kane Petroleum. They are a recognized leader within the retail gasoline service station and convenience industry by providing their customers with fast, friendly service, quality products, and clean, convenient locations. They maintain that excellence because they've got a positive, motivated team that works in an atmosphere oriented like a family for all their employees, and are huge, huge supporters of local programs in the communities that they operate to help them thrive. Big thanks to Kane Petroleum. We also want to thank our friends over at the Cambia Health Foundation. They believe that transforming the healthcare journey begins with connecting change makers to the resources and knowledge they need to maximize their impact. Cambia Health Foundation is a corporate foundation of Cambia Health Solutions, a total health solutions company dedicated to transforming the way people experience healthcare. Founded in 2007, the foundation has funded over $80 million in grants to advance whole-person care models at every stage of life to build a just and inclusive healthcare system for all. They make purposeful philanthropic investments in solutions that reduce disparities, eliminate systematic barriers, and result in better healthcare experiences and outcomes for everyone. Everyone. If you want to learn more about them, check them out at CambiaHealthFoundation.org. Loose ball on the ground, 8:35 to go here, 12-0. Laker lead in the fourth.
The young Lakers are getting after it out there. Love to see the effort.
You know, you look for motivation, different things to kind of keep your guys engaged in the game, and right now it's pitching a shutout, right? Getting your freshman goalie.
Well, we can't say it yet.
You can't, but that's what they're working on, right? That's the
something out
conversation
there.
in the huddle. 8:14 to go here. Personnel exchange, platoon sub. I mean, that's youth lacrosse style right there. I think we just had 6 new guys on the field. Now they're counting. Now they're counting jerseys. Like, yep, that's 6. Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
So a boatload of Lakers.
Looks like they're getting their man down unit out there. Can't miss those valuable opportunities in game to practice that.
And right there, they got a great opportunity to shut that play down. Big shot. Oh, my goodness. Back heel. Connor Burgess. Wow. I mean, what a night.
He has been on fire all night. I mean, he came out ready to go, and he's just been putting balls in the back of the cage left and right.
Project 360 replay here. Just watch this from the beginning. A little bit low on the pass, had to take his eyes off of it in transition, and on the hop. I mean, hustling. Zan Vanderside with the feet. Watch this back heel. Oop! Just falling away, and Burgess just puts it down low for another one.
It's a great finish.
Clamping kick and trippy. TUALATIN yard sale underneath. Lost footing. Hudson able to come up with it. Looking to get it clear.
Got a timeout.
Timeout on the field. That's a lot of chatter down there from those guys. So 6:52 to go here. 13 goal advantage for Lake Oswego. Just a reminder for everybody here tonight, we will be back on Thursday live from the new Sherwood High School Stadium.
Ooh.
Very excited. Been over there a couple times to walk through, and there'll be our first game from there. But my goodness, they crushed it with that field and that stadium. Super, super excited to be presenting a game live from Sherwood this Thursday. Sherwood's one of those programs, they just keep getting better. Step by step, day by day, season by season. Every year they're just incremental steps, getting better, getting better, getting better.
It's always a tough team. They're never a pushover. They always come out with energy, and I can't remember any sport I've ever played against Sherwood throughout my whole career that wasn't a challenge. So definitely something the Lakers are going to have to practice for and be ready for.
Yeah, and you know that Sherwood's going to be coming in motivated because their opening game yesterday was against Jesuit, right? I mean, Jesuit doing what Jesuit does, and 2 days to prepare and just kind of think about that. Yeah, I have a feeling that Sherwood is going to be highly motivated come this Thursday for their home opener. That will be something else out there. Very excited for that one. Lots of good games here to start the season off, especially tonight. I mean, you got some big matchups across the little pond here in Lake Oswego. Lakeridge and Sunset. I mean,
it's a great game.
I'll be curious to see how that one turns out. Lakeridge graduated a lot of guys. Sunset's got a lot of young guys that are now kind of mid-range sophomore, junior with lots of experience. I mean, that's gonna be an interesting outcome on that one.
Yes.
Very excited to see that.
Sunset's a great program, and they've been on the brink of doing something big the last couple of years. So it's also someone we're going to be playing later down the line.
Yeah, and the other one, too, I'm very much looking forward to see the outcome of from tonight is Grant at West Lynn. So Grant, I mean, we know Grant. Always on the cusp. You can almost guarantee they're going to be an Elite Eight team just about every year. COVID hit them pretty hard with their numbers, but last year, pretty good comeback, did a good job, through the season, getting guys back on the field and kind of reboosting that program again. So it'll be interesting to see what Grant's got to bring to the table this year because pre-COVID, which everything feels like it's, before COVID and after COVID now, but before COVID, Grant was, they're scratching the door at being a Final Four team.
Yeah, it's a great program out there. They've really done something big the last couple of years.
So lots of happenings, doings here. First week of the season. Weishottle with a rib. That one flared high. Couldn't get his wrist over on that one. That's going to be, let's say that's about Boone's Ferry at this point. don't think that one's coming back. 5:23 to go here, 13-0 lead. Little pick and roll on the wing. Bennett Royce trying to find some room. Doesn't like it. Feeds it. Nice roll back. Backside cut's not there. Just takes a shot instead. Looked like he was looking for Woolard to cut on the backside. Woolard just kind of stayed home.
Yeah, it's great to see Weishottle operating from behind the cage here. Not his typical position.
No, and he's got the Sawyer Johnson freight train in front of him, too. There's that backside cut.
Royce just couldn't keep his eye on the ball.
No, couldn't quite get there, but that was the cut that I think Travis was looking for a minute ago. Good transition defense. Lake Oswego. Oh, right off the top of the forehead. Call that a save.
Oh, yeah.
Weishottle. Oh, hole in the stick. Ball popped out. Well, keeping it alive. Maddox Willoughby on the near side. Back up top to Royce. Royce all the way back up. With a little bit of trouble at midfield there, having to lock him up. Adrian Reynolds. Tualatin getting physical with it. Lake Oswego trying to pick it up. Waiting for the call here. Do we get a timeout? They did,
yes.
yeah. Makes sense. A little bit of trouble there with the midfield game, so call timeout and give them a chance. 3:44 to go here and 13 goal advantage. Give me one more chance before we, more likely than not, close out this game. To thank our title sponsor here tonight, True Private Wealth Advisors, founded the belief that independent financial advisors that act as fiduciaries are uniquely positioned to deliver unbiased and uncompromised advice to their clients. At True Private Wealth Advisors, they have built a wealth of management firm knowledge that leverages the advantages of independence to better serve their clients through a fully open architecture solutions platform that's objective and transparent. Their advisors work in a network of independent-minded financial advisors with a history of challenging the status quo by addressing challenges and finding unique solutions where there seem to be none. They want to be able to do what's best for their clients without limitations, and they do that by giving their clients the tools they need to build a business around their needs. They don't dictate to you how to work. They are giving you knowledge and using their experience to breathe a new life into your business that comes from true independence and the ability to follow your own principles. Check them out at truepwa.com or call them at 503-400-3311. Big thanks to True Private Wealth Advisors. 3:44 to go here coming out of the timeout. Lake Oswego on top, 13-0 over Tualatin. Maddox Willoughby with the rock. Coming near side to Harrison Rabb. Harrison had that assist a few minutes ago. Little hot potato action in traffic. Tualatin now in transition. Blows a tire. Hits the deck.
It's going to be a trip. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like Rabb got him from behind there.
So Harrison will take a moment to take a knee and think about what he did in the naughty box over there. 3 minutes to go here. Man down for Lake Oswego. See what Tualatin can come up with. I've had a couple of these opportunities here this game and haven't been able to capitalize on much.
Yeah, we'll see if Tualatin has any tricks up their sleeve here. Maybe they're able to manufacture a goal being man up towards the end of the game here.
Grau with the rock. Feed to the far side. Kicking it back up top to Nips. Lake Oswego content to play tight. Not really stretching out too much.
That's good. Something you like to see from the Laker defense.
Big high shot. Bunny giving it a ride.
And not a ton of action here for Tripton, but every time there's been a shot coming his way, he's just held his ground and showed great composure for a freshman. I know it can be a scary thing seeing those balls coming at you 70, 80, 90 miles an hour. So good on him for really just being strong in the cage there.
Gotta love it. That's a heck of a way to start the season. Nice defense there by the Lakers. They're going to get the turnover, and Looney's coming across. Oh, and gets hacked. Ball on the ground, and Tualatin going the other way. Elo clears the penalty.
Timberwolves have the numbers again.
And they're going to get I think you're going to get a big little call right there. Timberwolves, number 6, Caden Nips, kind of blew a tire, and Seth just kind of fell over him.
Yeah, it looked like Seth was trying to actually get his balance as he was falling, and his stick ended up hitting the Tualatin player in the head. So
yeah, not much you could do about that.
Yeah.
So LO gets another chance here to kill another penalty with a minute and change to go on the clock. Fourth quarter, Tualatin going to try and put another shot on goal here. Henry Fittner feeds it up top to Nips. Nips. And McMillan trying to work something. A two-man game. Elo a little out of position there on the crease. Tualatin couldn't quite get they had an opportunity. I don't think they saw it. Oh, and a low pass going to skip off the instep. Broomball pass back inside. Still alive for the Timberwolves. And cleaned up. And off to the races goes Brooks Olsen. Brooks with the feed to the cutter. 10 seconds left. Lake Oswego. Bennett. Classy play there from Bennett. Had a good shot to take an attack on the cage and just let it ride, right? And that's going to do it. Go get your goalie. The first game of the season is a big win for Lake Oswego. And a big shutout for Tripton.
Yeah, you could say it now. It's the donut out there for Tripton. So awesome job for the Laker D, Tripton. And, I mean, the whole Laker defense this game was really great. So good on them, and it's a great way to start the season.
Heck of a way to start the season. That's going to do it. Game 1 in the books. Lake Oswego going home with the win over Tualatin. Big thanks to everybody out here at Lake Oswego helping support all of us in the broadcast, getting us on the field and in the facility well in advance of this one. Big thanks to the LO program for that, as well as our crew down on the field, Kellen Snyder and Jackson Darcy on the field cams, Hunter Paulson up top on the main cam, the industry's leading junior producer, Jacob Brumfield, on the graphics, and Matty Ice back in the box for the season. Glad to have you back, buddy. It was a good one. We're going to shut down for the evening here from Lake Oswego and invite you all to check in Thursday night, 7 o'clock, for Game 2 of the Lakers season against Sherwood. This one, though, is final. Lake Oswego 13, Tualatin 0. Have a good night. Do your homework, kids, and we'll see you Thursday. Bye-bye, everybody.